Good evening. Buenas tardes. Más buenas noches. Bienvenidos a nuestra ceremonia de graduación. Esta noche celebramos los logros de la clase del 2017 de la clase de Holland High School. Ya que estamos aquí para honrar a todos nuestros graduados, les pedimos que mantengan su aplauso hasta que todos los nombres han sido llamados. Por favor, no utilice fabricantes de ruido o cualquier otro elemento que puede perjudicar los graduados y su ceremonia de graduación. Por favor, mantengan a todos los niños pequeños sentados con ustedes hasta el terminar la ceremonia. En este momento, por favor, asegure que su teléfono ha sido silenciado. También, por favor, manténganse sentados hasta el terminar la ceremonia. Estamos felices que estén aquí para celebrar todos los logros de sus estudiantes. Nuestra esperanza es de que disfruten esta noche. Y ahora, por favor, demos la bienvenida a la directora de Holland High School, la señora Katie Pennington. Good evening and welcome to our commencement ceremony. Tonight, we celebrate the accomplishments of Holland High School's class of 2017. As we honor all of our graduates, we ask that you hold your applause until the last graduate's name is read. We ask that you refrain from using any noise-making devices that may detract from the graduates and the graduation ceremony so that every parent can hear his or her graduate's name as it is announced. We also ask that you please keep children seated with you until the end of the ceremony. At this time, we'd like to ask that you turn off your cell phones. Please remain in your seat until the end of the ceremony so that all graduates may be honored. We are glad you are here to celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates. We hope that you enjoy this ceremony. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the principal of Holland High School, Mrs. Katie Pennington.
Good evening. On behalf of Holland Public Schools, I would like to welcome you to the 2017 commencement ceremony. Thank you for joining us to honor our graduates and celebrate this very special occasion. My sincere gratitude and appreciation is also expressed to the many people who work together to facilitate this event and enable it to run smoothly. Emily Armstrong, Sue Miller, Nancy Horgan, Kevin Griffin, Sarah Cox, John Rykow, Tom Page, Denny Hoagland, National Honor Society members, senior vocalists, band members, orchestra members, and our facilities department. At this time, our formal program will begin.
welcome to the graduation ceremony of Holland High School's class of 2017. Thank you to all the family, friends, and staff for celebrating this memorable occasion with us. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I think you can all sit down now. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Board of Education, I would like to welcome you to the 144th graduating ceremony of Holland High School. In that first year, 1873, there were 5 graduates, all women. And this year, we are congratulating 244 new graduates. The class of 2017 has a lot to be proud of, and I will only mention a few highlights. Nearly 80% of these young people are committed to continuing their education post-graduation, either in college or post-secondary technical training, including 16 who are joining various branches of the armed services to defend and protect us all. Nineteen seniors have been a part of the early college high school program, where they have earned over 550 college credits from Muskegon Community College with a combined cumulative GPA over 3.1. These students are on track to receive their associate's degree in 2018 as they come back for their 13th year. This graduating class has accumulated to date over $4.3 million in scholarships and institutional aid. 19 of the graduates had a GPA over 4.0, while an additional 41 students have a GPA of between 3.5 and 4.0. Some other highlights in the area of extracurricular activities include some of these seniors were members of the U.S. First Robotics World Champions in 2014. They have also been recognized as one of the top theater programs in the state for the past 4 years, setting a record this year as the only high school to capture 2 state championships for 2 different productions in the same year. In speech and debate, the class of 2017 has placed in the top 5 in 3 of the last 4 years and was recognized in 2016 by the National Speech and Debate Association as a member of the elite top 1% of programs nationally. This class has contributed to the success of our band, chamber and symphonic orchestras, choirs, and jazz and percussion ensembles. On the athletic fields, they have won conference championships in wrestling, boys soccer, boys cross country, boys basketball, and girls swimming and diving. A district championship in boys soccer, and a state finalist in girls golf and boys diving. There were 25 members of this year's senior class that earned the OK Conference Scholar Athlete Award. And this class were members of 6 teams that have earned team academic all-state honors in the OK Conference and in the state. Finally, and this is no small task, this senior class developed and introduced the Dutch Matrix as part of an initiative to promote a positive climate and culture in the high school and the other schools by encouraging strength and diversity and unity where students thrive through committed and honorable actions. And these are only some of the accomplishments that this class can look back on as they continue on their journey through life. In closing, I join my fellow board members in congratulating the graduating class of 2016 and would also like to take this opportunity to congratulate all the parents, grandparents, and extended family members who supported these students in reaching their goal. Thank you.
Welcome, class of 2017. I really thought that once I was done with school, I wouldn't have to write any more papers for a while, but here I am. We've all traveled long roads to make it here. Each of us carries countless experiences that sum up our own unique stories. Regardless of the road we've traveled, one thing is for certain: we have all earned our spots in this ceremony on this day. I'm not sure about anyone else, but the reality that we're here is still astonishing to me. I still feel like a 12-year-old, honestly. It seems like a few months ago that we were 8th graders in the old high school, being corralled like cattle back and forth from the cafeteria and the track after lunch every day. It seems like just a few weeks ago, we were sitting in the senior assembly thinking that this day would never come for us. It feels like just yesterday that I sat with my best friends, making plans for the future that seemed so distant at the time. And now we're here. As individuals, it's safe to say that we've accomplished some pretty amazing feats. I look out into this group and see 4.0 students, state champions, warriors for social justice, high schoolers who have earned college degrees, students who are first generation and on their way to college, people who have persevered through unbelievable obstacles in their lives, and we've all made it here today. Now, these are amazing accomplishments, but I'm here to remind you that past performance is not a predictor of future results. This is not your peak Holland High. If you want to continue doing amazing things, you have to keep working hard at it. Vice versa, if you are not satisfied with the past, now is the time to change it. Do not live in yesterday and don't look too far into tomorrow. I offer one piece of advice: never fear failure. Take advantage of every opportunity and do your absolute best. And even if we take an L, we can always bounce back. Lastly, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who helped us make it here today. Thank you to the teachers and coaches who push us, to the families that support us, to the friends that inspire us to be the best versions of ourselves, and the random people whose kind words may have helped us through any tough day. I'd like to take a moment to thank my own mother and my family because they've done so much for me in my life. Thank you to everyone because we couldn't have done it alone. Remember, Holland High, you always leave an impression, and I encourage you to leave the most positive impact that you can in this world. I'm proud of every one of you. Congratulations, class of 2017, and go Dutch.
Jim DeBoer taught music for 30 years to over 15,000 students in grades pre-K through 12. He taught music and directed choirs at Calvin College and Hope College and is currently a professor of music at Hope College.
He and his wife, Nancy, reside in the Holland Public School District and have 3 children. Nancy has been on the City Council for 10 years as a council member and now serves in our city as the first female mayor.
Jim has a passion for teaching music, but more importantly, he treasures the relationships he built with the thousands of students he has taught. He states that it has been an honor and privilege to have served countless students and to partner with staff members and faculty in the Holland Public School District. Ladies and gentlemen, I present Mr. Jim DeBoer.
Thank you, Alyssa, and thank you, Freddie. Board of Education, Superintendent Davis, Principal Pennington, and faculty, staff, parents, grandparents, and the class of 2017. It is a true honor to be a part of this graduation ceremony and celebration. Parents, grandparents, caregivers, you probably wondered where the years have gone as you marvel at your sons' and daughters' accomplishments. It doesn't seem that long ago when these young adults we honor today were toddling off to start kindergarten. Of course, living through those years between kindergarten and graduation may have seemed like an eternity to the students and for some parents as well. Your story is about the love and dedication you gave your child the past 18 years as you raised them. You're to be admired. Bless you. And teachers, you are simply amazing. You are part of the life formation of the students who are graduating here today. You have many stories to tell about the individuals in the classroom, I am sure. But know, too, that these students have stories about you that you have imprinted into their lives. The impact you have had into their lives and hearts will never be forgotten. If the parents, grandparents, caregivers, and our K-12 teachers would please stand, I would ask that all of us give them a big round of applause, along with the graduates as well, please. Holland High, you have 229 graduates, 71 first-generation college students. How cool is that? You have earned a record amount of over $4 million in scholarships and financial aid. That is amazing. Your time has come. And based on my calculations, I've likely had about 50% of you when you were in elementary school. Having you as a student was truly an honor for me. I mean that. I love you guys. We have great moments performing the Christmas programs, Halloween in my room, the ensemble singing right here on the floor at DeVos basketball court for the National MIAA Championships, the Whitecaps game, the Pistons. Some of you may be in the Family Fair commercial for radio and TV. You've worked together for a common goal, achieving your best by working hardest, by leaving it on the sports field, by leaving it all in the classroom and leaving it all on the stage. Yes, your story lives on. Your time has come. The elementary school you attended always is a talking point as your class experienced so many changes in schools during your elementary years. You may have been at Jefferson, Vinralty, Longfellow, Harrington, East Heights, West Maplewood, etc. And you handled these changes so well. Better than the adults in your lives, for sure. You were resilient. In fact, I know you built character as you changed schools each year or every other year. Your flexibility for change is a hallmark trait in your life, and it's part of the story of your life. When I met with the high school senior representatives, they said one thing your class is known for is its acceptance and friendship of students from wherever they come from, wherever they're new transfers or they've been here since kindergarten. Christopher Mimis was a new student from Chicago who walked the halls of Holland High a few years ago. He felt accepted by you. He felt loved, but for some reason, he was not allowed to be with you today due to his tragic drowning. So what did you do? You came together for his family and immediate friends, raising money to support Christopher's mother through car washes and other events. You showed love in the midst of pain. You displayed caring for someone you may not have ever met. You gave a grieving mother a taste of true love. You see, this is what your story is about. And even if it meant that you weren't part of the specific moment helping his family, I know that each of you can share moments of love and kindness that were given to you or that you gave to others when they were in need. You see, your time has come. Holland Public is an amazing district where each of you come together and write your story on the walls of the halls, the echoes and sound waves of the Performing Arts Center, and are imprinted on the seats and whiteboards of the classroom. Today, I want you to think about your story, the story from your past leading up to today, and what your story can be in your future. How to make your story a song that brings harmony for your life and others. You see, your story is really about including, not excluding. It's about acceptance and caring. A song where voices from all sectors of our community come together to prosper together. It's your class and leadership of Student Senate that's graciously and respectfully brought forth the Dutch Matrix. Diverse, united, thrive, committed, honorable. You made Holland High a place where students, regardless of class, culture, and community, can come together and become united as a student body to thrive. I am so proud of you as students and your work, but most importantly, I am proud of your acceptance of one and all. Your time has come. And you're about to move on to college, the workforce, the armed services. You're moving on, and your story goes with you. So what will be your story? Story is important. We love to hear stories and tell them. Why? Because we can often relate to them in some way. Now, you can choose to live a life where your story is not about you doing, but what happens to you. A life of reaction, a life of succumbing, a life that can give up. Or you can make your life a story one that shows your grit, determination, your passion for something in life. Each of us is created with special interest, special giftedness that can make up our passion for life and living. You can take what comes your way or decide to not settle for mediocrity and run with your passion, just like Michael Jordan did when he was kicked off the basketball team in high school, and what happened to his life. Do you know the people who developed the touch screen on the first iPhone and the upcoming iPhone 8 tried time and time again to get it right, and they finally did, and they live and work right here in Holland, Michigan? Do you know a man who had a very weak heart as a child, had a heart attack as a child, and he grew up, he became interested in theater and wrote a play. Shortly after his play was performed, the theater burned down. He started a grocery business. It failed. He enjoyed writing, so he started a newspaper. That too failed. He even published a book called The Book of Failures. He loved to tell stories. Children would come to his home to hear him spin tales of unknown names and inspirations. This author then moved to Chicago, but he loved to come to Holland on vacation in the summer. One summer, his young niece stayed in the cottage next to him in a place called Castle Park, where it still is a castle today. This author, Frank Baum, wrote about the summer's new friends in his book, The Wizard of Oz. He persevered. Another man we all know was born into poverty, faced enormous defeat in his life. At 7, his family was forced out of their home. He had to work to support them. 2 years later, his mother died. At the age of 21, he failed in business. The next year, he became bold and ran for the state legislature, but lost. The same year, he lost his job, and he tried to get into law school, and he was refused. He lost 8 elections, won only 2. Twice failed in business, took 17 years to pay a loan back, suffered a nervous breakdown, and was in bed for 6 months. He could have quit for many times, but he didn't. The man was a champion. That is his story, and his name was Abraham Lincoln. He learned to persevere. His strength of character tested like no president before and since, when his nation battled racial equality and fought and died for it. He became one of the greatest men our country's known. And you too can be leaders in your generation. Why not one of you rise up and make a difference in others' lives? Why not all of you? We need you. You see the world today. You know the stories we hear. What's your story going to be? It might be meteoric with a constant rise to the top, but I kind of doubt it. You see, all of us have faced tough times in our life. No one lives the charmed life, even if they act like it. Well, I challenge you today to live your story by persevering with grit, with passion for what you were born to love and live for. Be an example to others around you, as you are the next generation of citizens, the next set of parents, grandparents in this world, and only you can write it. Don't let the trouble stop your story, but instead let tough circumstances spur you to new heights. After 30 years of teaching, and teaching about 15,000 students, it's rather daunting. And when I meet my former elementary students, and I meet them on a regular basis, I often ask them what they remember most when they had me in school. And I always hear the same thing. They remember Phantom of the Opera at Halloween, and they remember Light the Candles at Christmas. What's that song about? It moved us with lighting and the meaning of the season. Who held the candles or flashlights? You did. You held the light that made your parents' eyes water. They saw your face shine as the light in a dark room. You, too, can depart from here as a light that makes a difference by shining in a dark place, this world. And the darker it gets around us, the brighter your light will be. No matter what age or situation you're in, you can be that light. You can make that light shine, that smile, that hug, that person who cares for others and shows true love and kindness to all around you, that reflects the training you had in Holland Public Schools. No matter what, your time has come. The song Light the Candles talks about a variety of celebrations and cultures, and the constant theme through this song is that we all come together and celebrate. So let's come together one last time right now, right here in this place. And through the power of music, we can feel our spirits lift and sing together, affirming Holland High strong. Live your story, sing your song. Your time has come, so go light your world. Everybody, lights up!
Light the candles all around the world. Let them shine in harmony. Oh, light the candles all around the world. Let them shine, oh, let them shine. Let them shine, let them shine, oh, let them shine.
Wow, that's a tough act to follow. Thank you so much, Mr. DeBoer, for your years of service to the students in Holland and the community in Holland. I think it's a real tribute that the students chose you, their elementary teacher, as the speaker for tonight. I think it's a real tribute to all elementary and middle school teachers that you are not forgotten after your students leave the classroom. School board members, Dr. Davis, family, and friends. These students before you, representing the class of 2017, have completed all of the requirements set for graduation by the Board of Education and by the state of Michigan. As such, it is both my honor and privilege to present them to you to receive their diplomas, along with all the rights afforded to them as a result of their accomplishment. As the graduates are presented, we ask again that you hold your applause until all names have been called, but most importantly, please refrain from using horns and noisemakers while graduates are introduced. This will enable all who are present to hear the name of their graduate as it is called.
Sorry, no worries. Ready, sir? Here we go. Listos? Brent Michael Alberts. Marissa M. Acevedo. Jose Gabriel Almena Claudio. Janessa Renelle Altvader. Ariana Darlene Anaya. Anne Olivia Armstrong. Victor A. Arriaga. Melissa Abigail Ariola Velez. Marlene Arume. Zachary D. Austin. Jose Balcazar Jr. Draven Lee Becerra. Madeline Ray Becker. Kiara Lynn Bennett. McKenna Faith Bigelow. Bianca Bobadilla. Alexis Christine Borgman. Anna Joy Bosman. John L. Bremer. Kyle Allen Brink. Divino I. Briseño. Logan Brant Bronsink. Megan Elizabeth Brooks. Clifford Andrew Broussard. Trevon Dante Brown. Taylor Sierra Burdett. Linda L. Calmo. Raymond Ray Cano. Annika Rose Carlson. Dominique Joan Carrillo. Jocelyn Esperanza Castañeda. Melanie Lisette Castillo. Ezekiel M. Castro. Isaac Cepeda. Gloria M. Chavez. Vivian Chen. Sarah Elise Collins. Robert Lee Cook III. How's my speed? Haley C. Crum. Joseph J. Cruz. Braden Michael Daniels. Elaine Victoria Danafel. Gabriel Adam DeYoung. Gabriel Samuel de la O. Alfredo de la Rosa. Meredith Delaverne. Andrew Lane Dupre. Riley Sutton Riley Durr. Jared Ryan DeVette. Jeffrey T. DeVries. Olivia Renee DeVries. Manuel Diaz. Phoenix A. Dimick. Matthew D. Dominguez Sandoval. Madison Elizabeth Doyle. Kishana Lanae Edwards. Emily May Eicher. Daniel Cooper Ellenbass. Dove John Emerson. Aide Micaela Enriquez Velez. Eric A. Estrada. Noemi Estrada. Wendy Abigail Estrada. Silas John Fenema. Michael Richard Farrell. Rachel Carolina Figueredo Guachaya. Benjamin Keith Fitz. Val Marie Forche. Isabella A. Garber. Aline Garcia. Jose Gerardo Garcia. Leonardo Gerardo Garcia Jr. Arele Gardea. Mitchell A. Garreau. Solomon J. Giles. Jacob Joe Golke. Omar Gomez. Diana Gonzaga. Marcus J. Gonzalez. Samuel Valentino Gonzalez. Brevin T. Grigg. Elber Noel Gutierrez. Jose Guadalupe Guzman. Nathaniel Grant Harder. Mason Ross Harkema. Nicole R. Harris. Nicholas T. Harder. Abigail Kate Hayworth. Ethan Robert Hennings. Melissa Marie Hernandez. Riley David Hilton. Sierra Justine Hoekstra. Logan Christopher Hofflin. Alexander Cybrand Hopp. Jenna Danielle Hosta. Molly Kate Hausman. Kennedy Ray Houtman. Luke G. Huber. Markel T. James. Daniel Jimenez. Denise Jimenez. Mercedes Dallas Jimenez. Nathaniel D. Johansson. Anthony James Conrad Johnson. Hannah Grace Johnson. Tremaine Johnson Jr. Kelvin Dante Jones Jr. Dylan Andrew Yonker. Brian Fernandez Jornales. Molly Alana Kemink. Boonrakan Kamnuntham. Peyton Emery Kingery. Lindsay Grace Coburna. Maria Cook. Saipan Paul Kamvongsa. Marita Key. Thank you.
Zeth Joel Lexinen. Demetrius Antonio Cortez Lake. Vanessa O. Lara Silva. Alyssa Marie Leal. Jacob T. Lindell. Anna Marie Lindsay. Jesus Lopez. Michael Lopez. Daniela Lopez Garcia. Brittany June Lubbers. San Juana Milagros Luna. Justin C. Lundstrom. Morgan Kelly Lynch. Theodore H. Malakowski. Jose Luis Marin. Mia G. Marroquin. Alberto S. Martinez, Jr. Daisy Lynn Martinez Pineda. Parrish Jaquel McDaniels. Kristen Marie McNicholas. Madeline Ann Mendels. Emma Taylor Mendez. Jehu Mendoza. Stephanie Samantha Meza. Edith Moreno. Andrea Isabel Muniz. Micaiah Shanae Murray. Abigail May Naylor Tatterson. Jessica Marie Newhouse. Emily Jean Nightingale. Rogelio Nino Vasquez. Solomon T. Norman. Lydia Catherine Page. Nope. Oh, sorry. Emma M. Onk. Try again. Lydia Catherine Page. Emmeline Rose Palmerton. Jiyun Park. Rachel May Payton. Talika Roberta Pert. Jawan Jordan Phipps. Colin Matthew Postma. Nathan Eugene Price. Anastasia Marie Quintana. Ellison Jean Ron. Ethan Christopher Ron. Joshua P. Ralph. Estrella Lynn Ramirez Matias. Juliana Ramirez Matias. Anna Katrine Rasmussen. Veronica Raylene Ravel. Garsley Trevon Richards. Nolan Michael Ricketts. George Garrett Riley. Joshua I. Rivas Miranda. Jaylene Rivera. Terry Ann Rogers. Hunter Jordan Roth. Claudia A. Reisinger. Alexis G. Salazar. Yadira Margarita Salinas. Amanda Marie Sanchez. George Sanchez, Jr. Cameron Ann Scott. Drake N. Schmidt. Claire Elizabeth Trigardis. China Brooke Scott. Jacob R. Sang Rodriguez. Tegan M. Sheridan. Rhea Leanne Shine. Gavin Seth Silva. Starana Patrice Sly. Dennis James Smith. Brenna Marie Sneller. Zachary Peter Stitt. Jonathan Mark Tabor. Max Allen Thorpe. Eleanor Rose Timmerman. Kendall Rose Tinney. Donadio Oriano Tonini. Eleno Torres III. Elizabeth Trejo. Daniel R. Trevino. Destiny A. Turnbull. Justin A. Turner. Roberto J. Tyler. Bailey Francis Lynn Umlar. Lee M. Umlar. Toby L. Ung. Kyle Thomas Ball. Nicholas Hans Vandenbrink. Hunter James Vandermolen. Amelia King Van Dyke. Allison Grace Van Grau. Jared William Van Heis. Megan A. Venry. Emma T. Vanselicum. Adeline Jean Van Reeren. Mauricio Vargas Jr. Victor M. Vargas. Danielle G. Vernon. Michael Garrett Vischer. Trenton Matthew Volkers. Rowan Sky Van Plagenoff. Maisie L. Wagu. Nicholas Lee Wallace. Malin P. Walton. Jasmine Bree Waters. Nathaniel M. Waters. Ellie Joy Weiner. Ty Lee Wet Gonzalez. Evan G. Wiedekine. Jacob Gray Worley. Connor L. Westerhoff. Isaiah Alexander White Slayton. Lindsay Catherine Whitmer. Jasper D. Wemmink. Joshua Ryan Wiggers. Samuel M. Williams. Caitlin Marie Wright. Gladys Zuniga. Allison Taylor Zweers.
Graduates of Holland High School, I am honored to be able to congratulate and recognize you as alumni as the class of 2017. You may now move your tassels from the right to the left as an indication of your new status. Following the recessional at the conclusion of this ceremony, we request that you meet the graduates outdoors on the west side of the building for pictures. Please be seated during the recessional and remain seated until all the graduates have exited. It is tradition at this time to all rise, if you are able, and join in the singing of the school's alma mater, which will be led by the orchestra and senior vocalists. At the conclusion of the alma mater, graduates traditionally give their celebratory cheers. Please rise for the singing of the alma mater. Seniors, you may now throw your caps. Congratulations.
And don't forget to visit the Holland Public Schools website and Facebook page, where you can find information on upcoming school events, news, sports, photos, videos, and much more.